Hey guys, Movie Fan 356 here for my long-awaited Blu Ray DVD collection update video. Now, there will be movies that you've seen a couple hoarding up videos ago, like the Lego movie, Nonstop, stuff like that, that won't be in this update because they were just too old. Like, I didn't have time to do a Blu Ray DVD collection update video for those ones. But these are the ones that I got in the last hoarding up video that I'm going to talk about. And still a pretty decent sized stack, but I'll try not to keep this video too long. The first one I got here was a movie that I seen, but I couldn't remember. I seen it when it came out, and I couldn't remember if it was good or bad because nobody really talked about it, and I haven't watched it since. I only watched it one other time, and that's The Call, starring Halle Berry and Abigail Breslin. Basically, the storyline of this movie is I'm not going to give too much away, but something happens in the beginning. Halle Berry is a 911 operator. This occurrence happens. 6 months later, she's demoted, and Abigail Breslin gets kidnapped. And basically, the first two acts of the movie are Abigail Breslin talking to Halle Berry on the phone in the back of a trunk. So it's a pretty action-packed thriller, and I would recommend it. It was actually pretty good. I mean, especially if you're into those like thriller films, it's not scary or anything, but it's very like realistic. Because Halle Berry's very emotional in this film. She gives off a good performance, and I'm not too big on Halle Berry. But yeah, I thought this movie was pretty good. So give it a chance. Check it out if you like thriller, like kidnapping movies and stuff like that. This next one was a blind buy that I kept putting off for a couple years. And I'm like, because it could be complete crap. I like the cast, but it could be complete crap. You know what I mean? But that's House at the End of the Street here with Jennifer Lawrence and Max Stierrod and Elizabeth Shue. And
who is Dylan off of Bates?
Yes, if you guys watch Bates Motel, he's Dylan in that show. Basically, the storyline. This one's really complicated to explain without giving away certain spoiler stuff. But basically, Max Stierrod plays this kid who lives in this house. Something happened in this house years ago, and Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue are moving in next door or down the street. It's very weird. It's a very like country. It's like
It's through the woods.
It's through the woods kind of thing. So and they're just trying to figure out why is this kid so weird. Why is he living in this house where all these bad things happen, and he kind of develops a little crush on Jennifer Lawrence. So there's definitely stuff dealing with that. And it was, I'll say this, for being a blind buy, it was better than I thought it was going to be. Some stuff could have been improved. Yeah, sure, but, this, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was a fun little watch. And, yeah. But on here, you get, and this includes both the theatrical version and the never-before-seen unrated cut. You also get a little featurette on here. Or Inside House at the End of the Street. I mean, that's basically all. Nothing too big special features wise on here. Yeah. This next one I got here, you guys didn't see me getting a hoarding up video or anything like that. Because I got it at a used store that sells used DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. I was going to get it at Best Buy. Best Buy had it for like $9.99 or something like that. I'm like, I'll wait. Then the next time I went back there, it was $11.99. And I seen this at a used place called Allied Record Exchange. And for $6, I'm like, okay, I'll get it while it's $6 because the price could go up. Good little 4th of July movie. I know that just passed. But you can always watch this next year. Or actually, you can watch it any time of year because it's a fucking classic. Jaws from 1974. Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And everybody knows the storyline of Jaws. Great white shark attacking Amity Island. I almost said Amityville there for a second, but I didn't. It's not Amityville. It's Amity. Amity Island. On the Blu-ray here, you get The Shark is Still Working, The Impact and Legacy of Jaws, which is a documentary. And then on the DVD, you get the making of... It's a 2-hour documentary, The Making of Jaws. Jaws, the restoration, deleted scenes and outtakes, storyboards, production photos, marketing Jaws, original theatrical trailer... All kinds of cool stuff. It's Jaws. If you haven't seen this by now, the fuck's wrong with you? Go watch Jaws, and then watch Jaws 2. don't worry about Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge. Don't worry about those two. Just go watch the first two. But yeah. And I'm hoping the other, because I don't think the other ones are out on Blu Ray yet, and I'm hoping that they put the second one out on Blu Ray so I can at least get that one. This next one I got here is from the Jackass crew, and Jackass is kind of a hit and miss thing for me. You know, I like some of their stuff, but some of their stuff I don't really care for. But this is the Jackass crew, or Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa, starring Johnny Knoxville as Irving, a character he created in the first Jackass movie, an 80-year-old man, you know, with makeup and all of that. And this one, you know, it's basically Johnny Knoxville is doing the Jackass thing, going out causing hijinks. But it does have a little bit of a storyline to it, too. And basically, Irving's wife dies, and, you know, he's doing his Johnny Knoxville thing, and he's like, you hear that, boys? We're free. We're free. You know, things like that. And he's got this grandson named Billy, who his mother just went to jail, so Irving is going to take his grandson to North Carolina to go visit his father, and along the way, they cause hijinks and stuff. I thought it was a great comedy. You know, I like it better than some of the Jackass stuff, honestly. The funniest movie of the year, I don't know about all that, but on this Blu-ray here, you get the unrated cut and the theatrical cut. And the unrated cut does, you know, because sometimes they say, oh, unrated, you know, contains the never-before-seen unrated cut of the film. And it's usually nothing different in the film. This one's got some extra scenes in the unrated cut. Plus, you get over an hour of special features like deleted scenes, alternate real-life reactions, which are pretty cool, and the behind-the-scenes antics. So, yeah, I mean, good movie. It's very, very funny. You know, some of the reactions they get out of these people is just grand. Next one I got here is, I'm a big Joseph Gordon-Levitt fan. You know, ever since, you know, Third Rock from the Sun, wasn't, you know, I didn't watch that show, like, I didn't see every single episode of that show. But I always liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. Of course, he did, like, Angels in the Outfield and stuff like that. And I've been trying to build up my Joseph Gordon-Levitt collection, trying to get every single Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie. And I have a lot of them. And in fact, I think I have about half of them. There's still about half of them I left have to get. But this one I've been wanting to get for a while, just waiting for that price to drop, because it's a good movie. Don John. And it's actually Joseph Gordon-Levitt's first film that he ever wrote and directed and stars in. And I believe he produced it too. It doesn't say on here. Let me see. Nope, he didn't produce it. He just wrote, directed, and starred in it. But it's his first movie he directed, and he did so good. Basically, this movie's about this guy named John, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's just a normal guy, you know, really. He likes his family, he's got friends, you know, he goes out and parties once in a while, you know, his girls, you know, and he has an addiction to porn. And one day he meets Scarlett Johansson, and, you know, he can tell he's starting to fall for her a little bit. And one day she finds out about his porn addiction, and things just go crazy from there. It's a really good film. It's a drama, it's a romance, it's a comedy. It's all that stuff mixed into one movie. And for his first movie he's directed, he shows porn without showing porn. Like all the scenes that it shows of him watching porn and doing his little thing, you know what I mean? It cuts to him, his face and stuff, and then it cuts to the porn clip that he's watching. But it doesn't show like hardly any, like it shows the chick's face and it goes back to John. And then it cuts back to the camera and you see like I don't know, like her back and stuff, and so it shows porn without showing porn. So for your first movie directing, bravo to you. Special features on here include the making of Don John, Don John's origin, themes and variations, something called Joe's Hats. So it's a pretty cool, really great film if you're into like these drama, comedy, a little bit of romance. There's not too much romance in this film though. It's mostly a it's a comedy and a drama. Especially if you like, you know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Scarlett Johansson, Julianne Moore. Check it out. I really enjoyed this film. And I only got about a few more Joseph Gordon-Levitt films to get. This one I'm a huge fan of Wedding Crash. Wedding Crash is one of my top 10 favorite comedies of all time. You know, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson were just so great in that movie. And then, of course, who could forget about Old School? Well, this is the Internship. And I love this movie. I did something bad. I rented it out of Redbox. I know, first time I watched it, I rented it out of Redbox. And it was with my friend Mike, which you guys seen in previous videos here and there. And, we're a big fan of this duo here. Basically, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, they're salesmen, and they get fired from their job because they sell, like, watches, and everything's going digital now. And, excuse me. And, everything's going digital now, so they're basically out of job. So they decide to join an internship to work at Google. And there's a lot more drama in this movie than you think there would be, but it's definitely still a comedy. And, Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn are great together as always. This Blu Ray includes the theatrical and the unrated version, which I have not watched the unrated version of this yet, I don't think. You get audio commentary with director Sean Levy. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying his name. Deleted scenes and something called Any Given Monday. So, Internship, if you like comedy, especially Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson together, check it out. It's fun. This next one I got here is, I've been trying to collect all of these seasons, because this was a show that I grew up on. I grew up with these kids on this show for 7 years of my life, 7 years of my childhood, and, early teen years and stuff like that. And I've only had 2 seasons of this before. I got this season, so now I have 3 seasons, and there's 7 seasons total. So I still got a few more to get before I get them all. But that's Boy Meets World, the complete second season, here on DVD. And bonus features include, you get audio commentaries with the cast and crew on select episodes, picture-in-picture video commentary with cast and crew, which I think is pretty cool, and I have yet to watch that. So, but yeah, talk about growing up with the show, right? I mean, I was about their age when the show started, and I, kept growing up with them. So yeah, I mean, season 2 here on DVD. Now I have seasons 2, 3, and 4. I have got to get the rest of them. I wasn't too big on season 1. This is when the show started, to pick up for me. And then talking about another favorite show, I've been trying to collect every single season. I've been trying to get this more than Boy Meets World, but Morgan was kind of giving me a dirty look for a second. She won't admit to it, but she was. But this is my all-time favorite show. Like, I think ever, really. Last 9 years of my life, I was very sad to see it go. But I have a couple seasons of this, trying to get the whole series to this one as well. How I Met Your Mother, Season 1. Now, I had Season 4, 5, and 8 before, but I found Season 1 at Target, which you can't find Season 1 anywhere except for, like, on Amazon and stuff like that nowadays. Pretty much the only ones the stores carries now is Season 7 and, like, Season 8. That's really about all I've seen around here in the stores. I already have Season 8. I'm going to go get Season 7 probably in the next Sorting Up video. Maybe. We'll see. Keep your eye out for that. But, yeah, I mean, this show is fucking phenomenal, and I love it very much. Last 9 years of my life. Helps me out with some problems that I've had a couple years ago, but I won't get into that. 3-disc set includes all 22 Season 1 episodes, audio commentary and select episodes, video yearbook featurette, and you get happy hour bloopers, and and bunch more. I mean, I love this show so much. So, that's about everything I got this week. I mean, like I said, Lego and Nonstop, you've seen them in the last Sorting Out video, so you know I got them. I don't know exactly what's coming out this week, but I will check on Blu-ray.com, and when we do our Hoarding Up video, we'll see if I'm on the hunt for anything in particular. So that's all I can say for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.